In today's video, we're continuing with the hustle culture and specifically going into masculine and feminine energies and how I have been seeing in myself a shift from the masculine energies to the feminine. So we're continuing on the theme this week of hustle culture. I want to go into an aspect that I see changing for myself, and I'm hoping through time and through more people having these shifts in themselves that this will also become more of a norm in our cultures. Right now it's still shifting, but I'm hoping that again, as more and more people shift, then we will be shifting more out of this hustle culture and into a more intuitive and knowing kind of culture. And so what I mean by this is, let's look at an aspect of we all have masculine and feminine energies within us. And like the masculine energy is about action taking, getting things done and single focused, and it's like kind of getting in there and getting the task done. And that's where I see this hustle culture has really fit into this masculine energy of like, oh, you just keep pushing and you make it happen and push and push and push. And yes, I've had that energy in myself too of like, I'm gonna get this done, and you just get in there and you start making it happen. Versus the feminine energy, which is intuitive and creative and inclusive. And I have been shifting myself more and more into this feminine energy. And what I'm seeing in it is that when I get out of this, must force it and make it happen, it's kind of like I'm coming from a place in me that's like, it's not done yet. I need to make sure it's done yet. I need to force it. I need to make it. And it's a lack, kind of like coming from a lack within myself that I then push forward and make it happen. Versus, again, coming from the feminine energies of the creativity, let me explore, let me see what comes up. And it's then I'm shifting into this more also of allowing and receiving and allowing things to come. And so I'm getting more into an aligned place. And what I mean by being aligned is that I possibly need to create these things. I need to get this done and that done. And I get into a flow and a creativity of creating it. And things start to happen and things start to change and shift. And I'm not just forcing it to happen. I also am putting out an energy to the world of this creativity and flow. And these are the things I need. These are, maybe the people that I need to interact with and connect with. Those energies go out to the world and those people come to me. Rather than I got to do this all by myself and make it happen and force it and, push, push, push. Instead, it's I'm getting into a place of alignment of this is what I want to have created. This is, where I'm going with it. I might not even know the final goal, but as those things are being created, as those things are being explored, things come into me, things shift and change, and people that I need will be there. And it's a trusting and a knowing. And it's a very kind of like vague space of like, how can I be in this? But getting into that alignment is so much more enjoyable. And it comes from a place that is true in myself. That is love, that is joy, and coming from, again, a place of abundance, rather than coming from this place of, I don't have it and I need to make it happen. I need to force it into happening. But coming from just me and forcing it into happening is really, again, like I automatically feel this energy of, like I feel this kind of pulling down on me, rather than it being like this light energy of, oh, we're creating this together. We're, making it happen with others, or even I'm still making it happen with myself, but I'm getting into this place that feels right in myself, that is joyful, that is love in myself. And getting into that place, things just are happening. Things are creating and coming together. So again, these are things that I feel are shifting on the planet for all of us, and all of us are shifting into a place, and we're getting this balance now of the masculine and feminine in us, or we're getting more of this in us. And all men and women have these energies within us. So it's not just the feminine energies in the, women, or we have this mix within us. So we are kind of getting more where we're getting into this equal balance and knowing and trusting and receiving, and rather than just the action taking and making it happen and single focused, but getting into the feminine action, we still have to take action. It's just taking aligned actions. It's taking actions that are true in ourselves, that are connected to who we are and where we're going, what we're progressing forward on. And it's no longer having to push so hard and so hard to make it happen. And I also want to share that this idea of making it happen, it's like, are we chasing after money or chasing after something, that it's like, oh, if I get this done, I'm going to have more money, I'm going to be comfortable, I'm going to be safe. And are you just single focused on that and chasing after it? Or can you get into a place of love and joy in yourself and really coming from that place, knowing that the money is coming, knowing that you have everything you need always coming for you? So it might be a big leap to jump into, to knowing that you always have the money, you always have what you need. But it is a place that you can start shifting into and start exploring. And I'll share other videos in the future of going into ways of, connecting more into yourself, that you can actually explore more of abundance within yourself, rather than coming again from this lack mindset and like, you don't have it, so I'll never have it, and I gotta force, or I gotta make it happen to have it, versus having the abundance mindset where it's like, we all have access to it. It is here. So what value do I want to create? What things do I want to create that have value? And am I loving it? Am I enjoying it? Am I really being creative in this? And you can be. You can have that side you can have that in your life. Now, I'm not saying suddenly give up your job and start doing this. What I'm saying is that you can start to make this shift. Like, you can actually shift out of this forcing culture and making it happen, and shifting into a place of really coming from love and joy and, having this fun in your life, and still be just as secure, safe, comfortable, monetarily, whatever it is that you need. So thank you for joining me again today. And over on my Patreon page, I am going into as well this week the hustle culture and a little bit around this masculine and feminine energy, like feeling those feelings in our body, the differences in them, and sensing them, like really knowing what that is in your body. So do check that out. That's in the dialogue box below. And thank you again. I'm AmyC with You Finding You. And if you are enjoying and getting value out of these videos, do hit that like, share, and subscribe button below. And thank you again. I'll see you in the next video.